Okay, let's talk about a very hot topic here, rivals, and how they have ruined essentially the whole rival system with this whole relegation thing, which I've been anti against. Now, I'm going to start this video. I have to say this. This is my alternate account. I do not play rivals on this account at all. Of course, I'm in Elite Division. I've always been, because people always ask me, well, what you got an account in this division for? I've got an account in every single division to test the gameplay. So I'm in a good position, and I coach thousands of people, so I'm in a good position to explain to you what's actually going on. I don't use this account, but this is the perfect example to show you that I played in this division. Now, of course, I'm an elite level player, okay? It's very easy for me to walk all over these players with only one hand, effectively. But compared to what this was a year or two ago, it's so difficult in this division for the average player. Not for me, but for the average player. So if I'm getting players that are actually elite level players sometimes in this division, how is someone that's new to the game going to feel? Now, what's happening is people are deliberately losing games to stay in the lower division. This whole system is an absolute joke. Now, I know back in FIFA 19 when you had Division 1, which was 2.1k skill rating, which that's what it should be. Elite Division now, to be honest, is a bit of a joke. With all due respect, it's all about skill rating. The Elite Division is a bit of a joke. No one actually plays. I mean, half people in Elite Division aren't Elite Division players. The reason why they're in that division is because you have what I would say is these hold points or savior points, these little check marks. And what happens is when someone gets to Division 1, okay, this is the hardest jump from Division 1 to Elite Division. But as time goes on, that's why if you get the game in the way to know if you're a good elite player when the game comes out, if you're an elite player, and in the first 2 weeks to a month in the game, you are an elite player. The reason why is because all the top tier players are all racing from Division 10 all the way to the Elite Division. As time goes on, a lot of lower tier players, all the top tier players down the Elite Division, they're not the lower tier players in my respect. I'm talking about in respect to a pro player. So in respect to a pro player, everyone else is much lower level. They eventually work their way up because of no relegation. And that is how you eventually get, for example, people who shouldn't be in the Elite Division in the Elite Division because of no relegation. But now Evos came out. Now this is what made this year even worse, okay? Because these evolutions come out. Now on my main account, I'm in the Elite Division. It's a joke. I cannot do evolutions. Unless I'm doing it in squad battles, it's infuriating to play. Skill-based matchmaking disaster, because these evolutions, some of them, they're really quite long. You know, you have to get these clean sheets, you have to score all these goals and win these games. And yes, they made it able to do in chapters, which makes it easier. But not everyone wants to not everyone wants to mess around in champs. Because what is the point of messing around? No one wants to fudge around in champs because you want to win your rewards, because that's the new casual game mode. So now everyone is deliberately not going up in division rivals. I mean, on my other account, which I'm doing all the Evos on, I'm deliberately not going any higher. I'm staying like in Division 3 because I go any higher. And what I think the issue is now, I think between, I would say, Division 6 to Division 5, which is where a lot of the casual players are, that's where it's a complete sham. Because a lot of the elite players have now gone to that division where you can still get decent rewards, still qualify for champs very, very easily in like only a few games. Game looks to be a crash at the moment. But more importantly, it makes it so much harder for the players that are meant to be in that division. Can you imagine a true division player? So even if someone comes, and I know there's a lot of people, a lot of my viewers, people who want to get better at the game, they come to me and they say, Neil, I played seasons, they come to Ultimate Team and they just quit. Because Division 10, they get past that because of these checkpoints. Division 9, you get past these checkpoints. But Division 8 to Division 7 is an absolute insane gameplay because they are playing Elite Division players, Division 1 players in that division. When they shouldn't be. They should be playing people of fellows. So what they should do is, the easy solution is just scrap skill-based matchmaking in Evos. I know that golden goal thing wasn't a good idea, but they should have maybe tournament modes. Bring back tournament modes or a cup mode or something for us to use it. We don't want to use it in champs because that is the game to get the best rewards. So no one is joining. So this is not going to help with engagement and the player base. The second thing is, as I said to you, the caliber of Elite Division players is not the same. People say to me, you're an Elite Division player. I don't even look at it anymore. Before I used to be like to people, oh, where do you finish in a weekend league? I don't even ask people where people play. I ask people who are on the rivals just for the sake of it. But there's so many people in Elite Division that I get like 13 wins in the weekend league, 12 wins. They should not be. They should be like in Division 5, Division 4, to be completely candid. The way they should have the system is, if you want to go back every season 2 divisions, go back one division. So let's say you started in, let's say hypothetically speaking, I'm a Division 4 player. Every season you should be able to go back one division, okay? One division. Maybe you can even give the option as a choice. Maybe that's not a good idea. Okay, let's just say, to keep things simple, everyone goes back one division. Let's say you start in Division 4. You can go as high as you want, but you can collapse one division lower. So let's say a new season started. Let's say you were in Division 4. Let's say at the end of the season you're in Division 4. And let's say the new season started. You go back to one division, Division 5. Now, in Division 5, you can make your way up all the way to Elite Division. But in that season, the lowest you can then go is Division 6. And at Division 6, that is your hold point. That is the point where you can't get relegated any further. Because what this allows you is, it allows you to go up in divisions, but then it also allows you to go back down one. But having these hold points where you can never go below Division 5, it's a shambles. Now people are losing games. People are not playing the games. No one even plays Rivals. Playing in Rivals in the Elite Division, this is why it's messed up, because playing in the Elite Division, high SR, it's a joke. It's not even fun. Even like in the low division and mid to low elite, even if you just enter Elite Division, if people don't know how to play, they're not really Elite Division players, they're passing the ball side to side, playing slow, you would know what I'm talking about when you're in that division. 1, 2, I would say, is the only acceptable divisions now, but people are still relegated to these. 4 to 6, 4 to 3, 6 to 3, I would say, is a bit of a joke, because you have so many players that are not that level that are playing in that division. And for the new players, 8 and 7 is worse, because people who don't play, they're all in this division. And this is what's happening. It's division rivals. I understand the logic of maybe you have relegation to keep player base. I know, for example, in certain regions, like back in the day in FIFA 19, some of my friends, they're in Australia, some pro players, or you're in LATAM or any of these regions, it's hard to find a game. You could wait like 15 minutes to find a game. I understand. Then expand the pool of players. So like, let's say you can't find a game in the Elite Division after, let's say, 5 minutes or 3 minutes. Then you expand to the division below. That's the way they should do it. But having this system, it's not the future. I want to go over now. I'm going to go to a Reddit post now. Typically speaking, I don't really delve down Reddit, because every single time I try to offer my advice on Reddit, for some reason I get a lot of hate. I don't know. I thought the average age of Reddit was like older, but I think maybe not so much. I'm just going to show you something here. See if I can find it for you. We're going to go to a thread that I saw the other day. Very, very interesting thread. Let's see if we can run this up. Why is no relegation? Have a look over here. Okay, and it's kind of, I've always talked about this, but these are the issues that are lying, and maybe it's best to comment your ideas as well. Maybe, hopefully EA can see this video. But it's true. Engagement. There is this argument that people, if they play like from a business sense, I understand that people play worse. They think to buy packs to get more better players, but people are just not playing the game mode at all. And as I said to you, a lot of people are coming from seasons to Ultimate Team. It's just too difficult. They just go back to seasons anyway. So is that helping? And maybe you can argue, with relegation actually existing, they will go back down further and therefore spend more money on packs. And that's another business case on why having relegation is still good inside the game. This is true. I do agree that this is why I'm saying a separate game mode for skill, without skill-based matchmaking. Maybe have a tournament. I understand what they try to do with Rivals, and they try to allow you to do it in Foot Champions, which, to be completely candid, is a good idea. And the reduction in game in, where is it? If I go to Evos here, the reduction in games. Oh, great, my game froze. The reduction in games, so you can now play them in squad battles, champs or rivals. I think that's a good idea. And they reduced the squad battles timing, so they now made the timing, I believe it's 4 minutes per half. I think that's a fantastic idea, and the whole Evolutions idea is a fantastic idea. But that's one thing I wanted to mention. Just go back into Ultimate Team here while it loads. But it's true, people are generally giving their games away. And I found that myself, you know, I've been doing Evos in this account. Sometimes I do Evos quite rarely, like maybe like one Evo I might do here and there. I don't really done that many Evos. You can have a look yourself, in fact, on this account. But yeah, as I said to you, I like the fact that you can do them, for example, in champs, rivals and stuff like that. But like you can never see on this account, I rarely do Evos. I think I've only done 3, I believe. Okay, so I've done Cecilia. Okay, I've done more. Cecilia, Alvarez, Lorente, everyone did it when the game came out. Chanda was a joke. It was very easy to do. So was Pereira. So was this guy. Only Kalulu, Alvarez, Cecilia were the ones that actually did on this account, because my main I couldn't do it, and then on my other account I used it for someone else. So these are just some of the issues that are inside the game, and it's true, people are playing the game less and less because of this issue. So I would just say have a separate, maybe add tournaments into, I know, maybe a tournament day or something, or maybe another game mode or something else, you know, just so we can just do it in a relaxed way. I know maybe we don't have to start the play, maybe we have to sub the, maybe an idea would be for an Evo is, instead of starting the game with the Evo, maybe we do one where you have to, the player can be subbed on, but has to play a minimum of like 30 minutes inside the game, or 40 minutes. That way, if we're like 2-0 ahead inside the game, we can sub the player on. Or if we're losing inside the game, we can sub the player off and put one of our own players on. That might be a good idea as well, a potential alternate solution. But yeah, it's true, people in Division 8, 9 and 10, I thought, now, even though I'm an elite player, I still sometimes play players that are on a similar level to myself, and I'm thinking, what on earth are you doing in this division? You can even say the same argument for myself, but it's different. I'm a content creator. I'm testing the game out. A lot of the time in these divisions, as soon as I get a goal, I will give the game away. I'll normally just give the game away because I don't need to win. I need to stay in that division to test the gameplay out. But people are technically losing. But yeah, it's just, I don't know why the no relegation. I mean, I understand kind of contextually from a logical standpoint that they introduced it initially because people were going back down in, for example, division rivals deliberately. They were self-relegating, and then they were basically in these lower divisions, you know, doing objectives, and they were going back up again. But that's why I think that hold solution is a very good way. I've been advocating it since they changed it, to be honest, because I thought, you know, if you're an existing viewer, you'd probably know. But this is just the big dilemma and disaster. And then you have to wait till the season ends. This is the biggest one, because then people are deliberately losing their games, then going back down 2 divisions. And now it's come to the point where like people are genuinely playing a game and then you're just leaving if it's a penalty, if it's a red card, or if it's something like that, because they don't care. If they lose a game, they stay in the division. So what they do is, and to be honest, I'm not advocating this, but this is what I do when I'm in these divisions. Unless I'm trying to get something, but that's very, very rare. Most of the time, what I'm doing is I'm winning a game in Division 8, and then let's say the last 10 minutes, I'm scoring 2 own goals. That way, I give the opponent the win. I can get whatever objective I need done at the same time, test whatever gameplay or formation, or depending, I'm trying to see how my opponent's reacting, or I'm trying to see what's happening, how the meta is affecting these divisions, how the gameplay is. I just give the win away, and that way I always stay in Division 9, because I can't go any further because of those checkpoints. So you can see 8, I can win 1 game and I can lose 1 game. So that's why people are going into games and leaving the game as well. So this is a big issue. So anyway, that is my suggestion. I do believe my methodology is a good one. Maybe something to, if anyone in EA watching, maybe something to think about, or even maybe just message me for some of the reasons why. Maybe I can help maybe explain it to the community. But this is just a big issue. This is the thread. It's called "Why is there no relegation in rivals?" And it's just a big issue. It's just a big issue. I don't know. I don't really know. I think that's the best solution. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.